Mayor, just give us your reaction to what happened in the early morning hours this morning along Westport.
Well, it's happened too often in Kansas City. We're waking up Saturday morning with too many tragedies. So last night, we saw in some ways the limit of all of our violent crime fighting strategies because, frankly, we see that there were police officers there. There were Westport security officers there. We had an officer who returned fire, but there was still someone who was intent on shooting up an entire crowd of people. And so tragically, we saw 5 people hit. 1 person died. And I think that is an incredible tragedy, one we shouldn't get used to in Kansas City. Not to mention the fact that yesterday we had somebody shot at a police station with 3 children inside the vehicle. So it's rather early in the year for us to start having weekends like this. We've had too many. 25 homicides by this point in the year is something that we should never get used to. And frankly, we're all frustrated. We're all looking for new solutions. In Westport, we've tried some. We vacated the sidewalks to come up with a crime-fighting strategy. We continue to try to have more law enforcement officers there. And frankly, that's not enough as long as we still have people that are intent on harming others. One thing that I am happy to see is that the Kansas City Police Department has persons of interest in custody from both murders in the last 24 hours. That is a good sign for us. And I hope that they're able to find all others who are involved.
What other strategies do you have to employ at this point? I know that as part of your campaign, this was one of the issues that was highest on your agenda.
You know, I think, frankly, we see that gun violence is a part of all of this. I think there continue to be a lot of people in our community that should not have firearms. And so we have passed legislation already to make sure that we're taking guns out of the hands of domestic violence abusers, out of juveniles. I think we have more work to do in connection with making sure that those who've been convicted of prior crimes aren't allowed to possess. And frankly, that we're sending people to jail who have committed crimes and offenses. We have a lot of folks that are walking around who frankly should not be out on the streets causing further threats. Another thing that we're seeing is that there's lots of retaliation each week in a number of these incidents. I've started attending, and I thank the police department for having weekly shooting reviews where we're looking at every shooting in Kansas City, going through a diagnosis of what are the causes for it and what we can do to try to prevent those in the future. And we'll continue to do that important work ongoing.